All right, so we got a little collection here. This one I picked up on Shop Goodwill. As you can see, I didn't pay much for this at all. This is a $27 lot. That was the winning bid. End of the day, with shipping, taxes, everything, $41.07 shipped to my door. So this is a really cheap one, which actually was kind of nice because the risk is very little, very low. Again, we're talking like the equivalent of like one collector pack, maybe two smaller ones. So why not have a little fun, do a little collection here? So let's go back and I'll show you exactly what I saw and why I picked this one up for less than 50 bucks. So going through a few pictures here, nothing crazy I can see right away, but I do see there that's a old tournament deck, so that could be some possibilities there if there's something good in there. Our Devastation looks like a bundle box. I can definitely see the land pack in the back there. Maybe there's some rares in there. Hey, maybe there's a lottery card. You never know. There's a playmat up front. I see some Planeswalker decks on the left and just some little Planeswalker decks on the right. Conflux intro deck on the back there. So again, nothing crazy. This came from the Goodwill San Diego, but I figure for the price I paid, very cool playmat right there. But for the price I paid, I figure worth a little grab. $41, not big of a gamble. So let's see if I get my $41. So here it is. So let's crack this thing open. So this came in, actually, it's funny. This came in like 2 weeks ago. I just haven't had time to get to it yet. But big old box here, which is kind of funny because this is like a big collection. Let's see what we got here. Okay, looks like, okay. Well, okay, in the immortal words of Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park, that's a huge pile of shit. Let's crack this thing open and see what we get. All right, we've got there's the bundle box with some cards in it. Let's see, playmat, there's a little box there. That's playmats. Okay, falling right out of the box. Okay, actually, you know what? Let me just pull this right out. Looks like all the cards fell out and they're loose. All right, so let's go through. Let's see what we get here. Pull this back. Playmats. What we got here? Playmat box. Oh, what is this? This is Born of the Gods. Okay, so that's a little old. That's actually pretty cool. So, bunch of, look at this. My guess is this all fell out. Yeah, empty. Oh, there's cards in there. So I see Mythic up front. That's pretty cool. So see some foils. Okay, promising. Maybe some little things in here, but basically, let me pull these loose cards out. Okay, what we got here? Okay, they probably just fell out of this. So yeah, it was old Shards of Alara tournament pack. That's what I saw on the listing there. That's what I figured it was. Empty box as well. My guess is, yeah, these probably all just fell out because the packing was horrendous. Yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so I see some Planeswalker decks. Let's just dig all this out and see what we get. Not much. I mean, if I had to guess, what, maybe 500, maybe 1,000 cards. What's the listing? Doesn't matter. All right. So the cool thing is, I kind of like small listings like this because, again, 4107. Now, how many times have people gone into an LGS, you buy a collector pack or whatever, and it costs you over 4107 for one little collector pack, and you're done with it in about a minute, and that's it, and it's over with. This one, I got a whole collection. I got to go through, have some fun with it. Maybe I get some of my value back. The reality is, too, is I think about, again, if I were to get, say, like a collector pack, you can easily get... Oh, nice little Liliana right there. You can easily get in a collector pack, you can get totally hosed, get nothing, terrible pulls, and you're just totally out all your money. You get some cards to play with, that's about it. For the same 4107, I got a bunch of cards here, stuff I could build with, stuff I could play with. And there's no way, I'll be honest with you, I'm going to lose money in a lot like this, because even if I sell them off little by little, TCG Player Direct, piece by piece, I can make sure I get my $41 back. But, all right, what's this? Some cards in there. Yeah, these just fell out. So, all right. Few stacks of cards. Definitely some Planeswalker decks. I see the face Planeswalkers, but let's sort this out. Let's go through it. All right, so let me get my scanner going. So, of course, as my scanner, I'm always going to do, we're going to do TCG Player Markets, and we're going to see what we can do with this. So, there we go. Scanner's going. All right, so I got stacks here. Playmat. Let's see what we have a playmat real quick. So, again, I see... I'm not a huge playmat collector, but again, when you're talking value, I mean, hey, listen, that's probably easy. That's actually a pretty sweet playmat. I'm probably gonna keep this one. Hey, you know what? That's probably worth 20 bucks easily, so I'll take it. Let's see what's in this Hour of Devastation box. I got this right in front of me. Yeah, I figured I saw some land packs. Let's see what we do. Should go from the side here. All right. Throne of Eldraine. Okay, Throne of Eldraine. Fantastic set. Let's see, Sir Carib. Squires, eggs, natures, commons, uncommon, absolution, puppets, 7 dwarves. I don't think that's a thing anymore, but nah, I didn't think so. That was a thing for a little while. Hey, whoa. Look at that. Now that's a serious misprint right there. The ink is totally gone. You can't even see Embereth. That's pretty sweet. That's not damage either. That's just a straight misprint. I'm gonna scan it, but that's gonna be sold as a misprint for sure. Nice. I'll take that. Absolutely. Let's see. Foil common beanstalk. Lands. Sir Conrad. That used to be a pullable uncommon. 59 cents. It's reprinted. Servant Yorvo. I don't think that's anything, but we'll scan it. It's a rare. Nope. Let's see. I like that misprint. That's pretty cool. Paladin Soul. Armor. Down. Mythic from Aether Revolt. Gonti's Aether Heart. Okay. 99 cents. Still isn't out of the total, because the total is set for a minimum of $1. So all seeing, I'm pretty sure that's a bulk right there. So total still at 0. Cadus, Bloodchief of Get from OG Zendikar. 717. Sure. Okay, fantastic. I'm putting that in with the misprint Castle Embereth right there. See, the cool thing is there, like, I paid $41 for this. That's literally like a sixth of the way to my price with that one card, so that's fantastic. That's why I don't mind grabbing these small collections, because it doesn't take much to get back to your break even, really. What's old Alara block? No, sorry, that's Conflux. Oh, so this is probably from the Conflux box there. Sculler. Oh, cool old stuff. Okay, so I like the age. That's very nice. So what is this? Just a land pack. Is this all full art lands from Hour of Dev? Cool. I'll leave that the way it is. Probably sell it the way it is. If I can get a couple bucks for it, sure. And then I'm guessing a token pack too. Same thing. Keep those together. Let's see what else is in this bundle. So someone bought this bundle a long time ago. Let's see if there's anything good in it. Consign, Oblivion. Hunters. I doubt I'd see a lottery card in here, but you never know. Our Dev Commons, nothing really to look for there. Condemnation, Eternal, Split card. Champion of Wits, probably bulk. Yeah, bulk. That's fine. Nice full art. I'll put that with this. I like those full arts. Those are nice. Commons. Encampment, Strength, Throw. Tactics, we get the Deadlands, Defeats. So, okay, so kind of weird. You notice, like, you see a bunch of commons, then a few uncommons, and a rare. So most likely, they open the packs, they put it back in here, and that's it. Hollow one, I know that's a bulk. I'll scan it to show you, but that is a bulk rare. Yeah, and the land the token. So most likely, open the packs, throw it back in here, that's it. So can we find something good? The Will, Manifestation, rare, Pride Sovereign. That's a cat. Let's see, our cat's big right now. 273. I'll take it. Foil common, Kenra Scrapper. Not sure. Foil, that's a quarter. It's not really worth nothing. But this is kind of what you hope for with some of these collections, is that people just open packs, they throw it all back in the box, and they walk away. Driven to Despair. Split card. Quarter. Bulk. Let's go see uncommons. The Eternals, Solidarity, and the Dead. Rare, Nimble Obstructionist. Let's see. No, 39 cents. It's bulk. Foil, Aerial Guide. I'll scan it. 2 cents for regular foil. Nothing. Not even worth anything. And a cool full art land. All right. Put these aside. Yeah, I wasn't expecting much out of these, but honestly, that $7 card, again, that's a huge pull for something like a small lot like this. Let's see what we get in the close here. Conflux again. Conflux uncommon. Strider Foil. Controlled Instincts. I mean, it's perfect condition. It probably opened and just sat in here for all these years. 19 cents. Not a big foil, unfortunately, for an old one. Sanctum. Cool lands. Not worth nothing. Swamp. Aether Lich. Sage. Capsule. No. No. Let's see. What do we got here? 10th edition. Conflux again. Commons. See, foils. That's a good sign, though. Frontier. Spires. Lands. What we got here? Strix. Rod of Ruin, there's a classic, but not really worth anything. Gargoyles, Homunculuses, Sanctums, Foil, Rare. Magister Sphinx. Okay, let's take a look. Not Double Masters. Yeah, it's been printed a few times, I'm sure. Conflux, 60 cents. Foil being 67 cents. So very old foil in honestly like perfect condition. It's just not worth nothing, unfortunately. It's still very cool. Let's see, Commons, Conflux, more Sperzoas, Outlanders. Commons, Thin Throne of Eldraine in the middle there. Sure. Dummy. Carvers. No. Here's a rare. What do we got? Hazard's Undying Fury. 16 cents. No. Nothing. More for the packs, I assume. Encampments. Doomfall. Okay, that's it for that. So, I mean, you know, several rares. You know, scan value over $1.990. Actually, I'll take that considering the situation where it's pretty much nothing in here. Yeah, cool. All right, let's take these bulk ones and set them aside. These, I like that misprint though. I will say that. Yeah, and definitely for sure, like all this this stuff, I'll sell that as is because someone actually might be interested in that. All right, that's all that's left. Oh wait, we got dice. Oh, look at that. We got a dice. Sweet. That's actually really cool. Old Hour of Devastation bundle dice. And this is cool because honestly, you don't see these things just around all the time. It's not like something you find like in every collection. So that's actually really cool. And the bundle box. Let's grab the stack right here. Let's see what we have. So again, I'm seeing Planeswalker decks, complex things. Really, it's going to come down to what was in the packs for some of these, I feel like. Foil Mythica Johnny, probably from the Planeswalker deck, I'm guessing. Yeah, $2. There. $2, but it's, you know, pullable. Authority. Oracle's Vault. Okay. 14 cents, nothing there. Renegade map. More commons. Lands. I hate when things are unsorted like this. Scuttlers, Drakes, Last Kiss. 6th edition, Bog Imp, that's cool. Phantom Warrior, Obsolescence. Nothing there. Teacher, and let's see, 10th edition, Merfolk. Okay. Yeah, these things got thrown around for sure. They didn't pack this good at all. But that's Goodwill for you. You can't really expect the best package from Goodwill. They don't care. Johnny's Aid. Nothing. Bulk rare. The Recruit. Nothing. Bulk rare. Renegade, Harpooner, Python. Beyond, was this World Wake or New Phyrexia? I always get those wrong. I think it's World Wake. Those lands. Let's see. This is Aether Revolt, right? Yeah, Aether Revolts. Johnny's Aid. We had ones before, so most likely that was probably one of the decks. Intro deck or Planeswalker deck, whatever it was back in the day. And Summon, Invasion Lands. That's cool. That's a beautiful swamp. I'm just going to just for fun. Nah, didn't think so. Gorgeous lands, though. Really like those. Very interesting. All right. The Teacher. We got a foil coming up. Adept. Foil rare Sphinx of Magosi. Probably nothing. I'm guessing it's an old bulk foil, most likely. It has no welcome deck. So, Rise of the Eldrazi. Foil, 63 cents. Not really there. Maybe it's buy listable. Echo Mage. Rise of the Eldrazi as well. 25 cents. That's bulk. No. Invasion. Negates. Beyonds. Like the Age, but not like in the individual hits, unfortunately. Goliath. Drake Umbra. Nope. Eel Umbra. Well, the Umbras sometimes, some of them are okay. Nope, not there. I love these swamps. Those are nice. Drones. Swamps. Bone. Abominations. Mites. Let's see. Island. Oracle. Distraction. Nothing. Okay. Like I said, but what I was saying earlier was, $41. So to get my value in that, it's actually really not hard because when you think about it, when you're talking about like, if you sell the bulk, if you sell some of the small things, you can actually make your money back on something like that pretty easily. So it shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully I get some good hits that I can just kind of sell individually, but you never know how these are going to work. So let's see. That's, here we go. There's a mythic right there. So Nissa the Vital Force. 251, sure, little guy right there. Bonnie Luxa, I know that's bulk. I'll scan it just to show. 8 cents, nothing there. Behemoth, Woodstalkers, Forests, nothing. Drakes. This is most likely one of the decks, pre-made decks. When you start seeing duplicate things like that, like some of the rares, they're just bulk rares, duplication, that's what usually it is. Nissa's Encouragement. Nothing there. Hoopos. Spring to Minds. This is Encouragement. Nope, that's nothing. Reason? Believe. Nothing. Quarter. I guess we'll see another one of these in here for sure. Reclaimer. Behemoth. Liliana's Influence. Nope. Bulk rare. Okay. We move on. Let's see what else we can do here. Not much less again. This is empty. Let's grab the stack. Influence again, nothing there. We know that. Lands. Beetle, the Mummy, lands. Gravedigger, Forest, nothing there. Okay. Commons, uncommons, Crossing, Mummy, Strength, Ambition, Rare, Aid from the Cowl. That's a bulk. Yeah, 17 cents. Let's see. Renegade, Expanse. Nothing. That probably would be the ultimate thing, though, if you're opening up like a collection like this. That's kind of it's really bulkish, and there actually was like a lottery card from my cat. How cool would that be? Even if it was a crappy one, it wouldn't matter. It'd be the coolest thing ever. Let's see. Channeler Initiate for the rare. Nothing. On summons, forests, bulk. Let's see, forests. Do like that forest? It's pretty good. I like the art. I got a foil coming up. You can see it. Probably another face planeswalker. I want to say commander. Face planeswalker. Liliana, Deathwheeler, foil. Very cool. 738. Very nice. We'll take it. Awesome. Demonic Wall, Domestication. You can show the upkeep if a creature's powers forward. No, I don't like that. Elites, Comrade. Dragsters, Judge. I wonder if some of these vehicles ever changed with Aether Drift. I bet you some of them did. Nothing there for the uncommon and the Cresping Dunes. Okay. Liliana was nice. I'll take that for sure. So put those aside. Let's see. Let's grab this little guy. Rowan. Given the fact that all these things were thrown around, I'm not putting any bets on what, that actual packaging is what it says. Here we go. Yeah, it's Throne of Eldraine. Claim Contender. Nothing bulk there. We have Giant Killer. Nothing bulk. We got Rowan's Stalwarts. 2 of them. So this is probably the deck itself here. Yeah, most likely. So again, I tell you, when I started got back into playing Magic again, I bought a bunch of the Planeswalker decks because they were cheap, they're ready to go, and they worked fine. I think this is what this person did too. Hey, if that code still works, go ahead and get it. I'm sure it doesn't. Rowan for your foil mythic. Foil? 70 cents, yeah, bulk. Buy listable, I'm sure though. Technician, keep. Knights. Lots of knights. No. Nope, nothing there. Okay. 2 packs left here. I got the Conflux one and the Planeswalker, and that's it. Let's see. Let's go with this guy right here. Let's see. Gross. Oh, they got a bunch of cool boxes of whole decks, and so that's pretty good. Cycle. Elk is bulk. I know that's. Trolls. Lands, Shamans. Nope. Cycles. Elk. Bulk. Trolls. Rhinos, Sentinels, Shamans. No. Mammoth, that's a bulk. Season of Growth, that was a pullable. 25 cents is reprinted. Yeah. Elemental, I'm pretty sure that's a bulk rare too. Most likely, yeah, bulk rare. Let's see. Bites, Forests, Sentinels. Vivian, there she is. For the foil, $1.99, we'll take it. So it's a 23.80. Honestly, with the playmat, I'll take that as far as my value goes. You can put playmat at $20. I'm good. I'm happy with it. Very good. And we still got more pack to go. Plus, again, you have to realize, I sell bulk as bulk. So even if I put just this amount of bulk on, an eBay, for example, run an auction, say it's bulk, you'll probably still make $20 profit on it because people do like that kind of thing. So what do we got here? Intro, probably how to play. Yeah, we've seen these before in collections. Very cool. Like those. Let's see what we get in here. This was the Jund Appetite for War. I think this came with a pack, too. Let's see, the Hatchling, the Minotaur, Bonesaw, classic. Bolts, Fighters. So it looks like a casual player. They probably got some pre-made decks, played with them, and had a good time. That's about it. Temper, Thrynax. No. Iguanar, Temper, Thresh. Voracious Dragon. It's a dragon. 41 cents. Rioters, Slimes, Thrynax. Nope. Savage Lands. Definitely some cool playable stuff in here, but nothing really valuable. Lands, Hatchlings, Weavers. Nope. Archers. Nope. Okay. Foil rare. Charnel Horde Worm. Okay, I never seen that one before. 17 cents for this. Okay, Commander reprint. Let's see how the foil is. If this is the only foil, then maybe it actually is valuable. Not really, 44 cents. Worth a shot, though. And it looks like that's going to be it. So for scan value above $1, $23.80. Whole bunch of bulk to go through. A few cards with like $7 or more. Again, I got the dice that I can sell off, probably worth a few bucks for an Arbor Devastation one. The playmat, I'll be honest with you, even selling the bulk and all that, I'll probably break even, which I'm totally cool with it. I got a couple boxes to put some decks in. Some cool stuff to show, but yeah, it just goes to show, like, you can still buy these cheap lots. You get a few cool cards, a bunch of stuff if you want to play with, if you want to pick through it and just add it to your collection. But yeah, let me know what you think. Would you have gambled 4107 on this, or would you rather get one collector pack? What do you think?